Hey you guys, it's Britt. Tonight we're going to do something that I haven't done in a little while. I want to react to some of the comments that I received on one of my recent videos about Gypsy Rose Blanchard receiving, or I guess obtaining, the restraining order, and the conversation that I had about requesting alimony. There were a lot of comments, and I haven't done one of these videos in a while, so I figured let's go ahead and do one today. So if you're interested, please keep watching. Alright you guys, so there's well over 400 comments on this video. I'm obviously not going to react to every single one, but I figured let's just start at the top. Somebody said, "There's a hole in your shirt, or is it a long leaf? It's kind of distracting." It's a hole. I'm sorry, it's distracting. So the next comment says, "I think she probably filed for a TRO and spousal support to keep from having to split everything 50-50 with Ryan. Louisiana is a community property state and they have no prenup. She's setting everything in place to come out looking like a victim again and to manipulate the system again. I really don't think it will fly though, since it shouldn't be hard to prove infidelity on her part, since they've had that issue over Ken before and she just runs to him the day after she splits from her husband. It'll be easy to see that they were in contact while she was residing with Ryan, and I don't think the court will find Ryan was responsible for the dissolution of marriage." That's a really good point about being able to, if it came down to it, like pull phone records and see what was really going on, like the months in between her release and her announcing the separation. I don't know if that will ever be made public. Obviously, if it is, I will include it in an upcoming video, but that's a really good point. You know, the data from cell phones does not lie, okay? Like, it will give away your location, who you're talking to, who you're flirting with, who you're trading pictures with, what social media apps you're on, what kind of comments you're leaving. Like, once your phone record gets pulled, it's a wrap for you. Someone else said, "She is addicted to attention. The circus will go on as long as she gets attention." Someone else said, "Ken is using her for money. She is so stupid." Someone else said, "Are we really surprised? This girl lied and scammed dying kids out of their last wishes. She made fake begging websites while perfectly healthy. She completely manipulated Nick. She threw away her evidence but nailed the KNIFE and kept his bloody clothing. Now she's cheating after 4 months and crying abuse. Ryan, watch your back." Someone else said, "Can we call, I must say call. Someone else said, "Can we say Amber Heard?" This is a really good comment. Someone said, "I was always sympathetic towards Gypsy because of what she went through. It's horrific. But the moment she came out of prison, I quickly started to feel suspicious and felt as though she was putting on an act. Something just didn't feel right to me. Now seeing her behavior, she's really showing herself for the nasty piece of work she is. Not unlike her mother, some may say. She has clearly not unlearned behaviors she learned for most of her life and is now using the same manipulative tactics to get what she wants. It's sickening, actually. Undoubtedly, she suffered a lot of trauma, but it's hard to be sympathetic towards someone who is acting the way she is. At some point, you have to accept the responsibility. It's time to work on healing and changing your toxic ways. She's had a motive and a plan for everything that she's done, from being in prison to getting out, and she knows exactly what she's doing. Only a total narcissist would ask for divorce, then be spotted gallivanting with their ex, and then demand the husband has to financially support her. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree." Someone else said, "Unbelievable. Can Ryan not flip this on her under grounds of adultery?" And that's what I said, like, and I've said this in other videos like a while ago, if there is one thing I cannot stand in this world, it is a damn cheater. And obviously, a cheater, child abuser, animal abuser, those are the top of my list. But I cannot stand people that cheat. Like, just wait until you're separated. What is so bad about waiting until you're out of one relationship to go to another, I truly don't understand it. And it leaves the other party with so many confidence issues, so many mental health issues, that then they're left alone to deal with all of these problems that you caused because you wanted to go cheat. It really pisses me off. Someone else said she's only getting a restraining order so she can look like a victim. She is such a horrific person. Sorry, not sorry. I hope this guy tells his truth. She's looking to go back to jail. Just wait for it. Only after 3 months of marriage. Seriously? And she had no intention of staying with Ryan. She is being ridiculous. She used him to help her set up, and when she got out of prison, I'm not a fan of hers, and she is not a celebrity. I love your doggy. He's so adorable. Thank you. He is the king around here. Someone else said, I think, girl, what is the reaction many people are having right now, Britt? I absolutely agree. And that's the thing. It's like, way to just fumble the bag by being an awful person. Someone else said she was raised by a scammer. She learned how to play the victim and scam away. Someone else said she is such a manipulator. She learned from the best. She's a horrible person. Another comment, how entitled of her. Someone else said she is a mess. The nerve to want spousal support. They say growth and development stops in jail. This proves it. Someone else said she is ridiculous. The nerve of her. Ryan needs to be careful. I'd hate to see the headlines to say he was found unalive by unknown causes. We should not forget Gypsy Rose is a liar and evil. Someone else said, where are her parents? Why is no one telling her she's ridiculous? I think the thing we have to remember is, like, her dad was absent for so long, and he feels, based on what I've seen, he really feels like it's partially his fault that things went the way that they did. So I highly doubt that he's going to be stepping in anytime soon to say, hold on, you need to sit down and we need to have a talk about this. It's absolutely ridiculous what you're doing, A, B, C, D. I doubt that will happen ever, but definitely not anytime soon. Someone else said, I really feel like Gypsy manipulated Ryan. It's wild because Ryan talked about her the same way Gypsy used to talk about her mom. Like, super obsessed with her. Like, Gypsy used to say her mom was her best friend. Ryan lost his job for Gypsy. She should have to pay him. This is ridiculous. She acts so entitled about everything. I thought part of her parole was that she should live with Ryan at his residence, so she has to have gotten permission from her parole officer to move. Most likely, I mean, but if she is doing the restraining order and saying that things are bad at Ryan's, then what is the parole officer really going to say if she has another place to go, which would have been her dad's house? Someone else, that girl is evil. Someone else said she's such a con artist. Gypsy Rose, ruining lives one step at a time. And here's the thing, like, based on my speculation, my conspiracies, my opinion, her and Ken are not going to last. This is a fling. This is something that is exciting to her right now in the moment. And I highly doubt that anything is going to go, I don't know. I would be shocked if they make it a year. A couple of people pointing out how her Facebook used to say separated. It's no longer separated. So she's really, and many people are making really valid points. Who is surprised? I am certainly not. I don't think surprise would really explain my emotions around this. I think more or less feeling frustrated as to all of this nonsense circus that has been going on would more align before I would say I'm shocked or surprised. She's coming across as very narcissistic. Here in Canada, Gypsy Rose would be paying Ryan spousal support as she has the income/savings. I just feel like Gypsy Rose has a very long road ahead of her. That's very valid. Someone else said, I know nothing about Ryan, but he got run over by the Gypsy bus. He's rolling in the dust behind it. Gypsy let the power and fame get to her head, and now she's hurting everyone. She needs to go away. Enough is enough. Did they have a prenup? The answer is no. She learned the behavior from her mom. That's the thing. I don't want to just, like I said, I don't want to read every single comment in this video. Y'all can go look at it if you want to interact with one another. The door is always open, obviously. But what I want to say is so many people, especially the last month or so, endless people have been comparing Gypsy to Dee Dee. And I think that you know, breaking who you are to not become who your parent was is obviously easier said than done. Making sure that you don't become like your parent is easier said than done. But I think that if Gypsy would have done the right thing in prison and taken the extensive therapy that was offered to her, and she obviously needed very badly, I do wonder if we would have seen a little bit of a different version of her since her release. Not saying a totally different person, but just somebody that was not doing what she's doing, if that makes sense. Tell me if I'm not making sense down below. But either way, I'll link this video in my description box or pin it in a comment. But I just wanted to highlight some of those comments because I haven't done that in a while, and I felt like, you know, I really appreciate all the support that I've been getting on the Gypsy Rose coverage. I really appreciate y'all being so understanding and allowing me to kind of change my emotions as more events unfold. I do appreciate that because, you know, initially I did kind of feel one way, and then I started to see some things and I didn't care for them, and then more things came out that I didn't care for, and I appreciate having the community to allow me to say, you know, I liked it at this point, I don't really like it, and this is why, and we're going to have a conversation about it, and that is what my channel is all about, and I appreciate y'all. So that's going to be enough ranting for today. I have a puppy that really needs me right here at my feet. So for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Okay.